Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a silly couple in love that loves reacting to some Smite.
We are indeed very silly.
And so we're doing another character draft here, people.
Yeah.
So these are all the Japanese gods. This is the Japanese pantheon. So we did the Celtic pantheon for a character draft, and now we're doing Japanese. Still trying to find the best way to do this for our kind of draft structure. Last time we threw in some Nevercake videos. We're going to sprinkle in a couple more here, not as many as we had the last time. And then we're not watching the full character reveal trailers for the Japanese gods. We're watching just mainly the lore we're checking out. Because a lot of the gameplay and whatnot, we just, it's a little bit over our head because we don't play the game. So we can't appreciate it as much. And if you want more of our Smite reactions, go ahead and check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. So the way we do this draft is we have our little claim tickets here, right? And one of them's different. This is our trump card that we can use. If someone takes a character we like, we can go ahead and trump that and take that character.
But if he trumps a character to try and steal it from me, I can trump his trump and I can keep my character.
Exactly. All right. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. And yeah, are you ready?
I am. I'm curious. I don't know a lot about Japanese mythology, so this is going to be very new to me.
Exactly. I mean, that's what, I figured we'd start with the pantheons that we know a little bit less about. So, it'd be, yeah.
I feel like I'm really familiar with, of course, the Greek and Roman gods, because we all learn about that in school, and then a little bit of Norse mythology and a little bit of Celtic mythology, and of course some Egyptian, at least for me, because I am a nerd and I studied it. But Japanese is one of those I've never tapped into, so this will be cool.
Welcome to the Smite God reveal for Hachiman, Lord of the Eight Banners.
Cool. All right. Looks formidable.
War can be brutal, stripping away humanity, leaving behind violent souls. However, there can be honor in war, such as treating enemies with respect and fighting nobly, thus retaining some semblance of humanity. These warriors are coveted by Hachiman, the god of the Eight Banners. The Empress Jingu, while pregnant with Hachiman, led a fierce campaign against the forces that took her husband. Fearing the birth of her son would slow the army's advance, she tied bandages around her belly and held him in the womb for 3 years.
Oh my God.
The war was done. Finally, as 8 banners descended from heaven to herald his birth, Hachiman was born. Embodying all that is a true warrior, he is temperate but fearless.
Yeah.
He teaches how
Hachiman
war should be and stands firmly in the battle between gods, retaining his code no matter what may come.
That's very respectable.
Alright, so
he's like,
you know
how I want to,
YouTube channel could
how I
probably
want to
use
be.
a makeover? Well, that's where Hachiman comes in, Lord of the Eight Banners. You see, it's all about war. War never changes. It strips away your humanity and leaves your soul dark. Unless you fight for honor. Like Hachiman, he's the real deal. Just look at his mother. Some dudes made a noob move and killed her husband. So she responded with murder. A whole campaign of it. She didn't even let her pregnancy get in the way. She just tied some bandages around her stomach, which I imagine feels like wearing a belt after feasting on too much Mickey D's. Anyway, it actually worked, and Hachiman's birth was delayed because science. After the war ended, he was finally born. As a 3-year-old, thanks, Mom! And 8 creepy banners descended from heaven to watch. So it was that Hachiman embodied all that is a true warrior, and grew up to play a mean game of Fruit Ninja.
Welcome to the Smite God reveal for Amaterasu, the Shining Light.
I already know I'm going to like her.
First rays of dawn cross the horizon. Before all else, they touch the land of the rising sun. That morning light, which brings warmth and life, is Amaterasu, the benevolent goddess of the sun. Universally, she is adored. Less so are her brothers, namely Susano, bringer of storms, whose jealousy of his sister's popularity drove him to burn her golden rice fields and shatter the sacred looms of her people. Grief-stricken at the destruction, Amaterasu sealed herself inside a deep cavern. Her people suffered, and the realm fell into crushing darkness. For an unknown time, she stayed there, hidden away from the atrocities of the world, until one day, a roar of celebration erupted from outside. Moving aside the great stone sealing the cavern, she peered cautiously out, catching a glimpse of an equally fair goddess in a gem-encrusted mirror. Amaterasu, driven by curiosity, ventured out to find the source of the joyous sound. Gathered around were hundreds of friends and loved ones. Atop a wide tub danced Usume, goddess of mirth, creating the erratic drumming to the joy of all. Amaterasu smiled, and light came back to the world. Seeing all those that depended on her, all those that loved her, Amaterasu vowed never again to hide away from calamity.
Good.
She would instead face it, just as the dawn rises each new day.
Jeez. Oh, yeah!
These immortals must be shown the order of things.
Your powers are weak, old man.
Mjolnir would give you a
Is that dude with the big club? You think like Hercules or something?
cannot kill that which is already dead.
You will regret getting in my way.
Nice.
You do talk big, don't you, little immortal?
Sweet. Wukong? And then here comes your girl, the sun.
I will illuminate this battlefield, just as I shine in the heavens. I bring the light, and I can take it away.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do not fear that I will bring suffering, for in truth I bring an end.
You're in for a world of pain. I bring the thunder and the lightning.
I bring the thunder and the lightning. Yes.
Konnichiwa.
Shikama was just this.
Welcome
The
to
sun
the
arrow?
Smite God reveal.
I know,
for
konnichiwa is a
Raijin,
greeting.
Yeah.
Master of Thunder.
The thunder god.
Thunder is a terrifying element, trembling the very earth with its sound. This force is summoned by its master, the demon-faced god Raijin, by the pounding of his great drums. Ever in conflict with his equally fearsome brother Fujin, Raijin vies for control
okay.
of the skies above the realm of the rising sun. For mortals, their battles form dramatic storms and devastating tidal waves. But for the brothers, this is just friendly competition. An ongoing tournament to determine the strongest. Though monstrous in appearance and intimidating in battle, Raijin is generous to his faithful, clearing the destruction
Raijin,
with lightning
for
to
sure.
leave fields all the more fertile. War has reached the distant shores of Raijin's island realm, and for the first time he has encountered other gods that claim dominion over lightning, thunder, and the sky itself. Relishing this opportunity to prove dominance, Raijin enters the fray, drums pounding, and his boisterous laugh indistinguishable from rolling thunder.
Alright,
Nice.
so you know how sometimes the sky goes boom? Well, that's where Raijin comes in, Master of Thunder. You see, I know your parents told you thunder was the sound of angels bowling, but they're filthy liars. Raijin, banging away on his drums, because even though his band teacher wanted him to play French horn, he just had to be the 20th percussion member. Anyway, thunder is scary. The earth itself gets spooked and shakes. It's like an out-of-control party up there in the sky. A wandering storm always gets a load of dumb fat beats and shows up. And of course he's got lightning with him, and ain't nobody invite no lightning. Well, it's all Raijin's fault, and his brother Fujin, Master of Wind. The two are in constant conflict, battling for control of the skies above the realm of the rising sun. Now, this is all a friendly competition to see who's strongest.
Can't you see the smiles?
That doesn't stop mortals from getting wrecked by devastating storms and tidal waves. But hey, it's all in good fun. And besides, everyone thinks Raijin eats babies. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here.
He does.
He doesn't. So, that's good. Your babies are safe, everyone. Just keep them out of the floods.
Welcome to the Smite God reveal for Susano, God of the Summer Storm.
Yeah, I don't
Brother
like him.
to Amaterasu,
Not even-
Susano was born to rule the world, but he was tempestuous, with a flaring anger, wicked tongue, and a penchant for destruction. Their father, Izanami, would have none of it, and decreed that Susano live in the underworld. Susano descended to Earth on his way to the underworld. He carried only his 10-span sword and regret. This was his nature, to broil like a storm, to frighten and destroy what stood in his path, but a storm could also herald life. At a river's side, Susano ventured upon an elderly couple, weeping and cradling their young daughter. 8 children they'd had once, 7 devoured by the 8-headed serpent. To atone for his crimes, to prove his father wrong, Susano would slay the beast. 8 traps he laid, 1 for each head of the creature, with 8 tubs of aromatic sake as bait. Slithering forward, the Orochi spread his gruesome heads to drink from the trapped tubs. Susano cut the rope. The heads were imprisoned. One by one, he chopped the 8 necks until only the wriggling tail remained.
Alright, I'm gonna use my chop.
Sweeping his blade through the reptilian
guy's awesome.
hide, it left notches in his blade, revealing a brilliant sword inside. The Kusanagi no Tsurugi.
Chop it.
To his sister, he gave the blade. His true nature would never change, but his intention could. Though seen on the battlefield of the gods, Susano's fight is not truly against those foes, but within himself.
Nah, I got trumpet. Got trumpet. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You spotted the potential right away. Once it was like a story about revenge. You got the serpent, the 8-headed serpent. It's like, badass.
Yeah.
Oh, is he her sister?
Yeah, he's the brother of Amaterasu.
Oh, okay. Completely missed that. Okay, well, yeah, you gotta have the brother-sister combo.
I like that he recognized that, like, his only competition was within. Like,
Yeah.
that was what he had to master, not something external.
We will only eliminate those who deserve it. That happens to be you, Raza.
I'll give you this last chance to run.
It seems you still have more to learn.
You think this is over? I'm just getting warmed up!
Yeah.
Sorry, sis. It had to be done.
Still a shimmer left. I might fall 7 times, but we'll rise up 8.
Omae dake!
Behold!
Did I need house?
Nice.
Clink.
I feel like they'll also keep each other strong. 'cause
Yeah.
they
Don't
constantly
bother waiting
like,
for a tsunami to say hi. They just wave.
I'm a Nuwa and the water dancer stuff.
Welcome to the Smite God reveal for Izanami, matron.
Yeah. Oh. Izanami. Hell yeah. Oh, sorry.
As Izanami gave birth to the god of fire,
Yeah, I had a
his
trump.
searing skin scorched her flesh. So grievous were the wounds, Izanami succumbed to death. To rescue her soul, her husband Izanagi traveled to Yomi, the realm
I'd
of
do that for you.
darkness and death. He implored her to return with him, but she could not, for she had already eaten the fruit that grew in this realm. Izanami agreed to take him to see the gods of Yomi, to ask for her freedom. On their journey, she cautioned him, for the realm of the dead was not meant for the living to see. Taken by foreboding, Izanagi lit a torch and laid eyes upon his wife. No longer the graceful, elegant beauty, Izanami now appeared a rotting corpse. Frightened, Izanagi fled. Through the bowels of Yomi he ran, pursued by the fiend that was once his wife. Escaping the
I would have
cave
stayed and let you
entrance,
consume me.
Izanagi rolled a boulder in place to block it. Sealed within, consumed with wrathful anger, Izanami swore 1,000 lives would she take each day. But war has broken the boulder that once kept her sealed away. And Izanami has emerged, cold and lifeless, but burning with a vengeance against all that lives.
Yes!
So, you know how what is dead may never die? Well, that's where Izanami comes in, matron of the dead. You see, Izanami and her similarly named husband, Izanagi, had a child that could melt steel beams, the god of fire.
Wow.
Unfortunately for Izanami, someone should have called the police and fireman because her child was too hot. He scorched her flesh so bad that she, died, man. But Izanagi would not allow her such sweet release. He traveled to the realm of darkness and death, and searched until he found her, hidden amongst the shadows. Boy, let's get out of here, right? He implored. But Izanami could not leave because she had already eaten some fruit, and it was crazy, wicked good, and you don't just walk away from quality organic produce. I gotta get permission from the gods of this realm, probably. But Izanagi became suspicious. He lit a torch because the realm of darkness is pretty dark. And he saw Izanami's new form, a rotting corpse, hollow and decayed, which some people might be into, but Izanagi totally wasn't. Dang girl, you ain't got no alibi. And then he ran away. Izanami was so mad, and now she kills 1,000 people every day. That'll show him he made a mistake. Yeah.
Welcome to the Smite God reveal for Kuzenbo, King Kappa.
Ooh.
A guardian. Okay.
I'm
so-
think of a King Koopa.
Silently
I was-
just beneath
yes.
the surface of rivers and lakes, Kappa wait patiently for mortals to test the water, dragging them down below. Mistaken as simple, mischievous turtlemen, they are dangerously strong and ruthless when submerging their prey. King among these monsters is Kuzenbo, bigger, stronger, and more cunning than the rest. Kuzenbo led his 9,000 Kappa followers to
Kuzenbo.
Japan, where they laid waste to river villages, pulling mortals into the inky depths. Japan's army
Got
marched
monsters on my team. With demons.
There is only one way to defeat them. As the bowl-shaped indentation atop a Kappa's head is filled with water, that Kappa grows impossibly strong, yet bound by their strong sense of honor. They will bow, if bowed
Weird
to,
haircut.
spilling their power upon the ground. Kuzenbo, however, having fought in countless battles, was defeated only twice. Upon his second defeat at the hands of the General Kiyomasa, he was forced to swear to never again sow strife between man and beast. A vow the Kappa King honors to this day. Gods, however, are fair game.
Alright, so you know
Nice.
how the
Yeah.
Switch will soon be out? Well, that's where Kuzenbo comes in, King Kappa. You see, Kappas are mischievous creatures. They sit, lurking in Twitch chat, waiting for unsuspecting victims to happen by. Then, they drag them down and drown them in bad jokes and stale memes. All Kappa are dangerous, but King Koopa himself is the most fearsome of all, with his superior strength and cunning, and his sick ability to nay-nay. In fact,
More memes.
Kuzenbo once led over 9,000 Kappas to Japan. The Japanese army tried to fight back, but their memes were no match. The Kappa were too strong. But then, a weakness was discovered. If one finds himself confronted by a Kappa, he should simply tip his fedora. The Kappa will respond in kind, and his dankness will spill forth, rendering himself worthless. However, Kuzenbo still remains a threat. He was only ever defeated twice, once by a general and once by Mario, probably. So, be sure to steer clear, and if you do run into him, make sure to ask him how the new Pacific Rim is coming along.
Gods and goddesses, welcome to the Smite God reveal for Danzaburou, the legendary Tanuki.
Is he a bear?
Maybe?
Or was he a raccoon or a badger? Was he?
Oh, we've seen this guy before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm taking this guy.
Who are you?
I am a humble sake merchant.
He's crafty.
Beat it.
My king, I have many a tale of how my spirit...
I got all the sake I need.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sounds good.
If you insist, this sake is reserved for the gods.
Wait, I am a god. Proceed.
Is that?
Kappa.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Dude, I just
My
drafted.
sake is beyond compare. The gods were captivated by it. They couldn't resist. After one drink, they were singing my praises. They endlessly searched for me. To repeat business, of course. Once they found me, the scene erupted in celebration. And we all had Saturn last. I remember Bacchus even told me that he never...
Merchant, you have a deal. I'll take your 10 cases. No. Make it 20.
Excellent. Enjoy.
Got what it.
With the shell.
With the shell!
That thief. Cretin.
No, now I feel bad about my draft pick. Thanks. That's Pearl.
Gods and goddesses, welcome to the Smite God reveal for Tsukuyomi, God of Moon.
Oh. Cool.
Got him, and I'll take him.
I might have jumped
As
in.
night falls,
Gone too much
the
with
moon
Kuzenbo.
rises, and with it rises Tsukuyomi. Fierce and proud, the god of the moon demands the respect due.
You got the sun and the moon.
All must bow before Tsukuyomi,
They're totally
even
gonna bang.
the gods. He alone possesses the might and the right to bend the world to his will. He strikes from the shadows, wielding his twin tonfa with a skill second to none. All who resist the will of Tsukuyomi must be punished, one way or another.
Oh, cool. Okay, I jumped the gun a little bit. I would have loved to have gotten Tsukuyomi at the end there. But you know, that's just the risk you take sometimes. I probably could have left Kuzenbo to the end, because I don't know if you would have taken him or not. But you know what? It goes with the theme of my team. My team is very villain-oriented. And yeah, so that's, you know, we're about beasts and we're about evil. I mean, I got the woman that kills 1,000 people a day, so.
I was gonna say, like, she is awesome. If I still had a trump card, I probably would have used it for her, just because her whole story is so cool, and yeah, she was pretty neat.
Who's your favorite on your team that you drafted?
Amaterasu. If
Okay,
I'm saying that right.
all right,
Am I
yeah.
saying that right? Let's see. Amaterasu, yeah.
Okay, yeah, she was cool.
Or I'm probably still not saying that right, but I'm trying. I really like her. I also like the story with her brother. I also like her story with the moon god. So I'm like, there's like connections and relationships there that I'm enjoying.
Like everyone except for the Danzaburou person on your team is like all sort of like connected in some sort of way. So that's kind of cool that, you know, that fitting that you got to draft them all. So that's all right. But you have to let us know what you thought about our teams for this round of our draft. Whose team you like better. Again, you can go by the lore, you can go by how they play in the game, or you can just go by who your favorites are. You know, let us know who's got the best team right now. And if you want our full Smite team, go ahead in the description of this video. We got our full draft, all the characters we've done so far. We've only done Celtic and now Japanese gods so far. We'll continue to build on that, and we have a playlist down there for all of our Smite reactions.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for all the Smite Japanese gods, but you keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.